Bitcoin could be about to crash over 80%. This might be one of the most important market updates I ever done in the history of my channel. A market meltdown could be very close, could be actually on the horizon. And I'm gonna tell you some of the reasons why, despite Bitcoin has just reached over $100,000 by the time I have been recording this video, I'm gonna actually grab the camera and I'm gonna explain to you by actually showing you this chart more closely. You want to know when institutions were buying Bitcoin? Well, all the times that you see Bitcoin in 2014, look how high volume we had. Also 2016, 2018, all the previous cycles, all the way up to 2021. In 2021 was the last time we had high volume. So, well, institutions were actually loading their bags on the previous cycles when Bitcoin was actually below 10,000 euros. They were actually massively accumulating Bitcoin all the way to 2018. And then the last high over here is when we had a glimpse of high volume, when we made the new all-time high at $69,000. Then suddenly, look what happens to the volume. Are you guys following this? It's barely nothing. They are lying to you, and there is virtually 70% less volume compared to the previous all-time high, which was already not that high compared to the previous cycles. But if you want to know the truth, the BlackRocks, the Grayscales, they were buying Bitcoin at 2018, 2016, 2014, and now all they want is retail's liquidity, the glimpse of liquidity that's left here, so they can offload their bags over here on the top, and they can make massive profits compared to where they bought here, here, and lately here. So you are being lied about Bitcoin. You don't believe me? Go and check the chart by yourself. Open TradingView. I challenge you. Go on TradingView, set this time frame over here, and you're gonna see exactly what's happening. This is also a different time frame, so you can see just from the previous cycle when Bitcoin made the new all-time high, and you can see that the volume was actually 3 times higher than the new all-time high in 2025. Why is nobody talking about this? There's a hidden agenda. They want to keep Bitcoin as high as possible for the longest period of time so they can offload their bags, and at some point this chart over here is gonna crash over 80%. First, in order to make new all-time highs, you don't need a high volume, and the proof is actually behind me over here on Bitcoin chart. You can check that by yourself. Second, it also indicates we have less order books. What that really means, we have 70% less order books when we made the previous all-time high at $69,000. Well, that stands for the fact that there are less people exposed to Bitcoin on this moment. Why? People have less money. We are entering a depression. The government has printed unlimited amounts of money. Inflation is through the roof. At a global scale, fiat currencies are getting constantly devaluated. Right now, we have credit card delinquencies. And it doesn't really matter if Donald Trump is in charge. There's nothing he can really do to actually fix the US economy. It's not only the US economy right now. Everyone is suffering. People have less money. Currencies are highly devaluated. So actually the prices of services, raw materials, everything is going up. Hence why gold is actually following the trend and making new all-time highs. Central banks have been accumulating gold for a reason. They have not been accumulating Bitcoin as we are being told. I want you to pay close attention. You don't need high volume in order to make new all-time highs, but you do need high volume to have strong support levels. Otherwise, we have exactly what's happening right now, that we can actually cross $100,000 without barely no volume. That's exactly what's happening on the chart. And the chart becomes hostage to a few players that basically they decide to sell it if they pull the trigger. No volume means no support levels, and we can have massive corrections, 40-50% in one single day. And that's why I say it's very easy to have an 80% market meltdown when we are operating under poor economic conditions. Thank you everyone, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thank you.